Hi everybody. Today we'll kind of unbox and install Kingston A2000. I haven't seen a lot of reviews about it, neither related to the speed. It's an NVMe SSD, and I thought that maybe it will be important for everybody else also to get to know this SSD and how it works. I'm going to install it in Dell 50 Dell Latitude 5580. I have it open here, and I will just show you in a while. So here's my Dell Latitude 5580, and I have already unpacked the SSD. So, and I've also opened the screws for the laptop. Here we go. It's an NVMe SSD, and I think this laptop does support an NVMe device in it, and it can boot from it. So let's fix it. Here you go. So I have already installed Windows 10 on the newly installed NVMe SSD drive. So let's see and run some benchmarks. I have this crystal disk mark. So if we run, let's check it out. In my opinion, I think it's a pretty good drive, and let's see how and what crystal disk mark will tell us. When you are installing NVMe device, there are a few things you have to think about. One is which PCMCIe slot you have. If it's 16x, 8x, how many lanes is support. So on my computer, on this laptop, there are only 12 or 14 lanes. I'm not sure they are supported, so it's not going to give us full performance. But we can understand with the numbers that we get here how good it will be if you install the same NVMe device in a desktop computer where you have the full lanes, 16 lanes available. Actually, on this device, 4K reads, they are much faster than even Corsair MP510, and I think it's also better than if you compare it with the Samsung 970 Evo. As of now, the numbers are perfect, especially for this particular computer. And I repeat again, this is Dell Latitude 5580. So if you have a similar computer, go out, buy an NVMe device and make your computer 3 times faster than it is with the normal regular SSD. And the NVMe device that came with this laptop, it was miserable actually. The read-write speeds I got was very similar, lower than normal SSD. And 4K read was somewhere like 1 MB or 2 MB, and 4K writes were not more than 3 MB. So you can see the huge difference right now, right away. And the boot times are like, you just have to press the power button and you'll see the Windows logo in front of you. I'll show you after this benchmark will end. There are quite a few software tools, benchmarks for SSD available, but I like this one more, Crystal Disk Mark, and I plan to only do a benchmark with the Crystal Disk Mark. So they have finished. So the sequential reads, they are 1730 megabytes per second. The random, which are often very slow, they are also 54 and 113 for the 54 for the reads, and 113 for the writes, which is, to me, is extremely good. So I will try to restart the computer and you will see the shutdown and the restart, how long it takes. It actually took a little bit more, I will say, compared to my expectations for the shutdown process. But let's see with the startup. I have few applications installed already, so it will take a little bit more than usual. So, but it's much faster. I can tell you the response time is much faster than normal SSD, and I'm using normal SSD for the last 8-9 years now already, and I've always used very good ones. So I will try to shut it down one more time to see what was the reason, what was the case. So it goes, and now it's gonna start booting again. So I hope you have enjoyed this short review of Kingston 2000 NVMe SSD drive, and I plan to make another review with the Corsair MP510, and I'll get back to you. So subscribe if you would like to have that test also.